everybody. I don't know. Yeah, my mic is on. Okay, so I hope you weren't listening to double music. But anyway, I forgot to check my mic before I hit the go live button. Oh well, it's always something with me, right? So, how are you guys doing? I am so happy to be here and I'm feeling better. So, that's a positive. Let's see. I am going to be working with the Waterside Retreat bundle. I posted a card on my Facebook and told you guys that I wasn't happy with it. So I asked if there was anything that you thought you would change if you did this card. And we're going to do it together. So I've come up with a couple of ideas that I think you're going to like. And then at the end, you can just tell me if you like it better or not. And I'm still not getting my comments. So let me see if I can get them up here. So, hey, Melinda. So, anyway, so if you're watching, say hi so I can say hi back to you. And so anyway, I'm Tina and this is Sponge and Stamp Social Hour. So this is where we get together, we hang out, we have fun creating things together, and I totally messed that up again, but that's okay, right? You get the picture. So in the description is the right way. I'm supposed to say it. I don't know what it is, but when I get on here, I forget it. I don't know. But anyway, so I said this was the card and I wasn't having the desktop down, so you guys didn't get to see that, but you will in just a second. And I'll show you where it is in the catalog and I'll show you what we're working with tonight too. So you guys ready? So we can go ahead and let me hit this. I feel a little, nope, that's not what I want. I want this because we're already there. There we go. So this was the card that I posted on my Facebook page, business page. And I like it, but I wasn't crazy about it. So I thought that I would make some changes on there and come on. Hey, Carol. Glad you're here. All right. So we're going to do something just a tad bit different. Not much, but we're using the same things, the same paper, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you how I did this. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it's different. It's like goes up and it like looks like fence posts. So before we get started with all of that, let me put this stuff back. I'm getting ahead of myself. In your Stampin' Up catalog, if you don't have one and you would like one, and if you're looking for a demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. Just reach out to me and I would be happy to send you one. This is the suite that we're working with tonight. So it's called the Waterside Retreat. We have the bundle that's right here. The designer series paper is behind it. You can order it all together as a suite, or you can order it separately. It's however you want to do it. But the suite is currently unavailable, and I believe it's because of these beautiful trinkets right here that keep going out of stock. So, but they are so cute. Aren't those pretty? Those are so pretty. But everything I believe is still available, the paper and the bundle. All right, so this is it. So beautiful. It's on page 20 and 21. So I think you will really love this. This is a gorgeous set. I'm actually planning on doing a Happy Mail card kit with it. I'm hoping to have it ready Monday and I'll go live to show you the 3 cards that you can get the kit for. Okay, so this is the bundle. Isn't that so cool? It makes 2 different types of chairs, Adirondack chairs. You have your cattails, you have your chair pieces, like these are little arm pieces that come up here that make it really cool. This cuts out the stamped image is what we're using tonight. This is the book. This is a coffee cup. This is a seagull, a flying seagull. the grass, the stamped grass, it cuts that out as well. All right, so that is the dies, and then this is the stamp set. So we're using this, and we're going to stamp that and then die cut that out. I've also, if you can notice in this, there's some blending and shading that makes it look weathered. So I'm going to show you how I did that as well. We're going to use this little bird, and we're going to die cut it. We're going to use this bird. We're using Today Is Your Day and the book and these two grasses right here. So we got a lot to die cut, stamp and die cut. So unfortunately, I can't show you the whole pieces of paper because I've cut it all up, but you get 2 sheets of each, and this is like beautiful. I showed this to you the week before last, I think it was, this, but you can cut it out and you can use these to make scenes, and it is so much fun. The one that I'm going to do as a sample is going to be, I'm going to try, I don't know if I can do it or not, but I'm going to try to use these little pieces here, and I'm going to make like maybe a collage or just a card using these pieces. I think it would be really pretty if we did something like that. I'm really not sure. I'm going to see what I can do. But on the back side of this is this beautiful stripe. Now, why they did that, I do not know. Because nobody wants to use the stripes and ruin the beautiful scenery. But if there's pieces that you don't like as much, you can always flip that over and use the stripes on that. So hopefully that made a whole lot of sense. Okay, so now we have these life vests and these lobster buoys and water buoys and all kinds of stuff. Then the other side is this wood grain, which we're using tonight. And then we have this gorgeous plaid. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, and then this is so pretty too. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, hey, Kim. So gorgeous. And then we have the fish, which I love the colors on this. I think these fish are so fun. And then we have the Waterside, which we're also using this tonight too. And let's see here. What else? We have the life vests. Aren't those pretty? Those are so cute. And oars. Life vests and oars. And then this side here, which is so, so pretty. I tell you, in my opinion, this pack of paper hits it out of the park. And it's so hard because I love both sides of the paper. And I'm like, okay, so I don't want to cut this because I don't want to mess the other side up either. But so you got to buy 2 packs, right? So then we have our bicycles. I can't wait to do a card with this one as well. And then we have this side too, which is really cool as well. It's tone on tone seagulls. So it's really pretty. All right, so that's the paper and you saw the stamp set and you saw the little trinkets. Let's pull these back over here. I'm trying not to throw my stuff on top of stuff so that I can't find it in a few minutes. You guys know how that goes, right? Okay, so I did not write my measurements down, but they're pretty easy. So this is a Night and Navy piece of cardstock cut in half. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I need to change my blade. Then we have a piece of balmy blue. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and that is going to go on there like so. Then we have some basic white for our stamping and our die cutting. We have a piece for our sentiment. We have our little piece of water here. And this is 4 inches by 2 inches. And then we have our wood grain, which is 4 inches by 2 inches. So that's pretty easy. So we're going to put this aside. We're going to bring this. No, we're going to bring this in. Let's do our stamping first, okay? So I've got my Adirondack chair. I think I said that right. Okay, we got that. We have our, don't need that seagull. I need this seagull. And I need my book. And we have a sentiment here. Okay, I think that's all I need right now. All right, so we're going to start off, and I'm going to, you guys, if I don't respond to your comments, I am so, so sorry. I know, Melinda, the suite is so gorgeous. On time for a change. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp that. We're going to stamp it in early espresso. These Adirondack chairs are so cool because, you know, you can do them in any colors. You can do them in wood. You can use the die cuts and just cut them out of your colored cardstock too, if you wanted to. All right, so I am going to just stamp my chair. Hopefully I have enough room and hopefully I ink that up enough. There we go. So I think I'm done with the brown, with the early espresso. Oh, I know what I got to do. What we're going to do, we need to do this. This will take a little while to dry because this is the white ink and we're taking a blending brush. And what we're going to do is we are just going to come across here and we're going to make like clouds. We're going to kind of just like tone down our balmy blue just a little bit, and we're going to make it interesting by adding some clouds to this. This takes a while to dry, or you could use your heat tool if you want to dry it. But I also found for my clouds to like really pop, kind of had to do it a little bit, add a little bit to it. And I'm just gonna like come down a little bit because I just want it to. I wanted to kind of meet the water. So if you wanted to, you could just do your water however far you think your water's going to go. And this is going to vary because it's going to all depend on how much you cut your wood. Okay, so there's our clouds. They don't have to be perfect by any means. So we're going to put that aside. We're going to close this up. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. I wonder if this white ink pad is going to be in the new ink cases next year. I hope so. These things, if I showed you guys these things, and I'm sure you've seen them on other videos, but look how easy that is. Isn't that just the coolest? So cool, so easy. You don't get the ink all over you. It's not hard to open. They're just a dream. Okay, but you can get them in the 5 new in colors if you want them. All right, so we are going to finish inking here. All right, so I'm going to ink my bird up, and I'm going to ink him in the Memento. I have used this one right here, this basic, which is not in the new ink pad. It does, you have to kind of, there's a little trick to opening it, but it's not very hard. And once you start opening and shutting it, it opens easier. But the first couple opens are a little tough. I'm not sure how I like it. It does stain your stamped images, but so does red, dark pinks, purples, dark blues. But I don't know. I'm going to use Memento right now. The jury is still out on that one, for me anyway. So we're going to ink up our little bird. We're going to stamp it right there. And then we're going to ink, we're going to close that because we're done with that. I think we are. All right. So then we need to bring in our petal pink. I know you're thinking petal pink, but wait. And our old olive. Okay. So we're going to bring that in. And we're going to come in. I'm going to use my lightest color, which is my petal pink. You can do this different ways. Let me move this over and bring this in so you can see. You can do it in different ways. You can use your sponge daubers. If you have these colors that are in the old Stampin' Up markers, which are the water-based markers, you can color them in that way. But I'm just going to come in here and just tip the little grassy part, the little, it's not really flowers, but it's like the seed part, like a seagrass. It's the colored part. So I'm gonna color that in. Then I'm gonna come over, I'm gonna rotate my stamp, and I'm going to ink it up in the Old Olive. Just carefully use that point to come up. Use that point to color in there. And if I get a little green on my pink, I'm okay with it. All right, so, and then we're just going to stamp this down. May not have enough room on this piece of paper. Just like that. So isn't that cool? Oh, look what I did. I rocked it. All right, we're going to do the same thing with the little seagrass here. We're going to ink this up. Let's see. You love, oh, I know, Kim. They're awesome, aren't they? She loves the new pads. And Carol, I'm only going to use in place of Stays On ink. Oh, you're only going to use the hybrid ink only for Stays On. There is a learning curve with that. It's supposed to be able to use it with for watercoloring and your alcohol markers. Now, I have played with it, and I'm not so sure how I like it. It seems to bleed. So next time I play with it, I think I'm going to use my heat tool and kind of really set the ink and see how that works. And then also I know that Stampin' Up! Recommends that you use, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's the white cardstock that comes in the 12 by 12. And it's usually for the scrapbookers. I can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, let's see here. We have got our book. We are going to do our book in Poppy Parade. But let me show you what I did. So I stamped it and I colored it with Poppy Parade markers, our alcohol markers. But my light marker, was dry. So I really did not like the way that that looked. So I brought out our two-toned cardstock and I inked it up in Poppy Parade, and I stamped one on the regular dark side, and then I stamped one on the, here it is. I stamped one on the light side. So I'm going to let you guys decide which one you liked better. But that's all I did. And I don't think I have a piece of it. Oh, yeah, I do right here. So this is what I used as our two-tone. So this is the light side and this is the dark side. So I just stamped it on there. I just inked it up in Poppy Parade and then stamped it on there. And I think outside of our sentiment, and I just closed this up and I need this. Our sentiment, I haven't really decided what color that I want to do our sentiment in. So I'm going to do it in Poppy Parade. Oh, my glasses just slid right down on my eyes. Did you guys see that? That was funny. I'm going to stamp it in Poppy Parade. I'm going to clean this, which I did not bring over. But I have these trusty baby wipes. These will work fine, except for they're drying out. Wow. Okay. Let me see. I got some cleaner here too. I can just spray that. Clean that off. Make sure that that's nice and clean. All right. So then I thought we could just do it in the Night of Navy like the other card. But I don't know. Ah, this is like really, I can't wait till the new ink pads all come out. I won't be able to replace them all. I'll have to do it slowly, but at least they'll be out, right? Okay, so we're going to flip this over. I'm going to bring this in, and I don't think I put my, did I put it? I did. All right, hold on one second. Let me get 980. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. I'm going to do 9 and 8. All right, so we got both. So we can see. We can play and see. All right, so I am going to close that up. And I think that outside of our clouds for our seagulls, I'm pretty sure that's all we need. So then all I did was just lay my dies on here, used my Post-it tape, my white Post-it tape, which is my favorite to use for die cutting. Made sure they were down right, laid them all on there. Let's pull these right here. We're going to have to use the little trimmer, trim those off. Let's put this over here, save that for the next. Oh, no, silly me. All right, so now what I did, I got to remember which colors I used. I did not use Smoky Slate. I used crumb cake, light crumb cake, dark and light pecan pie. Okay? So, and we stamped it in early espresso. So I'm going to take my dark pecan pie first. And I'm just going to take some of this. Just kind of. Does not have to be perfect. So you can see there's white showing, and that is all right because we're going to do some blending. So it's going to be really pretty when it's done. All right, so then we just do here. I'm going to come up here on feet. I'm going to come under this little arm right here. And then this piece here, I'm going to do pretty dark there. This right here. And over here, oops, I don't think that was part of the arm. Oh well, it is now. And then we're going to come here and here. Let's draw some lines there. I know it looks kind of shaggy right now, but it's going to be, you'll see, it's going to be really pretty. And then we're going to come up here on the bottom of these, and you can go up as high or as low as you want. You can use different browns, whatever you want to use. Color this here. And let's see here. And then I'm just gonna like draw some lines in here just to give it a little something something. Like so. All right. Then I'm going to come in with the light pecan pie, and I'm just going to kind of like, did I just do that wrong? No, I didn't. Okay. Just kind of blend that in a little. Like that. And every one you do is probably going to look just slightly different too. All right. And we're going to come in with this. right. Now we're going to come in with the light crumb cake. And we're going to blend this. Squeak, 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 squeak. Color that. I'm going to color this. And this right here. There. This piece here. Isn't this looking really cool? Huh? I really like it a lot. I really like the die cuts. I can't wait to play with those too and build your chair. But I think I really like this coloring and shading. We're almost done. We just have this one little piece right here. And then we are going to color this arm. And there we go. So what do you guys think? Oops, we got this one little piece right here. Let's get in this piece right here. Whoops, and we have this piece down here. There we go. Pretty cool, huh? So what do you guys think? Isn't that neat how that blending is, and it just makes that chair look weathered? Looks so cool. So we have these already die cut out. So here's a chair that I did earlier. Here is, I'm going to show you how to do that. So then we have our little grass. We have our two little books here. And we have our seagull right there. So let's put these over here. And so I've already stamped one because like I said, it takes a while to dry. And if you notice on this, I thought this was dry. Actually, it's so humid here that it takes everything forever to dry. But it the white kind of blended in with the black and it made it look more gray. So I'm hoping that I can get it to look more black, but I don't know. We'll have to see. So we're going to use our memento. But before I do that, piece of hair, I'm shedding. Okay, we're going to take these two pieces. So on this card, I just did straight across. My husband suggested that I make it curvy, like with the water. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to trim right on the outside of that dark blue line and just follow that is what I'm going to do. And then we're going to come in with a marker, and I don't remember which marker I used. I think I used a retired one. You guys, I think I used boho blue. And I really did not want this water to come that low, but that's okay. Too busy talking and not paying attention. I'm going to come back up here and here. And then if you really wanted to give it a little bit even more something, something, you could even cut this in half and layer them on top of each other too. And that would be really cool. So there we go. So we've got our little choppy water waves. I'm going to come in with some dark, I think it's Palmy Blue is what I used. We're going to hope. Well, if we didn't, I have another one over there. So it might have been light. balmy blue that I used. I think it was. Okay, so let's close this up. Not balmy blue, boho blue, because I don't have balmy blue, which would have been fantastic. Or Night of Navy would have been great too. So we're going to use this. And the reason why I'm doing this is just so that there's a little bit of separation between the sky and the water, because the water is balmy blue too. So I just wanted to give a little bit of separation. So we're going to do that. So there. So can you see how that is? I'll put it there. So you can kind of see that a little bit. So that balmy blue, that boho blue works really well. All right. So then we're going to take this. This is the wood grain. And what we're going to do is we are going to I'm going to cut a little bit of a curve, just kind of round the corners off like so. And then I'm going to come in like this. There's a little gnat in the house. What a little whippersnapper he is. Okay, he's going to bug me. Oh, okay. So then I'm just going to go straight across here. You can make them as high or as low as you want. And just down. And then I'm going to cut this a little bit right here because I know that I don't want that as tall as the other one. And then I am going to curve that and curve this. And yeah, this is really close to fussy cutting, you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that off. I'm going to trim some more off, but it's all right. And then we're going to come around here. We're going to curve that. We're going to curve that. We're going to cut down. And then we're going to come up. We're going to curve that. And each one of your wood pieces is probably going to look different. I'll show you why in just a minute, or how come. And it's because of the way that where you cut it and how you cut it. That makes sense. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to use some dark smoky slate. That's light. Here's some dark. And I'm going to come in and we are going to just do, whoops, that was a little much. That slid on me. That slid again. We're just going to do like so. And then we're going to, that's why I'm using the brush tip. Some people prefer the brush tip. I prefer, well, it depends. If I'm coloring like a lot of space, then I like the brush tip. But if I'm just doing something that's kind of small and a little tedious, I prefer the point, the bullet tip. Let me check our comments here. Oh, no, I didn't want to comment. I want to check comments. Oh, wow, look at you guys. Hey, Tori. Hey, Lynette. You like the lighter look. Carol says she likes the lighter look. Okay. And then I should have cut that a little bit more, but I didn't, but that's okay. Still get the look of this. All right. And then we're just gonna color this down, and we're gonna color this down, and then we're gonna do this side. Like so. All right, so there we go. Isn't that cool? So it looks like it's pylons or a fence or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this water has to cover, or the fence has to cover the water, because you don't want a gap here where you see your blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and I'm just going to run it down the very bottom of that. And then I'm going to line this up to where you don't see. I need to make sure that this is straight. So let's put this right here. And I just don't want to see any of my blue come out of that. Okay, not straight. Straight enough. It doesn't look straight though, does it? That does. Okay. There we go. That's that. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to glue it down to our, this is one that I've already did the clouds on earlier so that they would hopefully be dry. Let's slide that over. All right, so we might have to do just a little bit of trimming here, because I didn't get that on there quite straight. It's okay. It will be fine. There we go. All right, so that's that part. Then we're going to arrange where we want everything to be. So there is going to be our chair. And I got some stickies on my fingers, so let me get some of this on here. Some hand sanitizer seems to take the stickies off a little better. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to put the bird, instead of on the pylons, I'm going to stick the bird here because there's nobody going to be sitting here. So we're going to stick it right there. All right. And then we're going to put this tall piece of grass over here. And we're going to put this piece of grass over here. But this is going to go behind the bird. So what do you guys think so far? I hope you like that. Could you sponge the edges of the wood grain? Sure you could. Sure you could if you wanted to. Okay. And let's see here. And sponging it might even probably make it look a little bit, oh, it's hot. Would probably even make it look a little bit worn, weathered. All right. And then these are the books. So I'm going to let you guys decide. Look how this book just hooks on here like so. So like it looks like he just, or she just got up. So this is just rough. They're not exactly where they're going to go because we're just placing before we glue, trying to figure out where we want things to be. Okay. Just like that and like that. All right. Oops. So like that. So we have this book here that's stamped on. Oh, you can't really. Can you see? Not really. You can't. It does show up in person, but on the screen it doesn't. Or we can do the Poppy Parade on the lighter side, and then the bookmarks do show up more on that. So you can see that. I think I like that. You guys tell me what you like. Then we're going to trim these and we're going to decide which one we like best. So let me get this. I should have put my hair up. That's what I should have done. All right. We're going to trim this. We got that one, and then we're going to trim this one. Oh, I don't like the way that's stamped. We're going to stamp that again. Okay, so we use, what did we use with that one? We used Night and Navy. And I'm just going to stamp that. Yeah, humble fingers today. All right, here we go. Ah, there's something on it. That's what it is. What's on it? There's fuzz on it. Probably from my wipe, my diaper wipe, I bet money, because I grabbed the wrong ones. I don't like to, there's certain ones that I don't mind to use on my stamps because they don't leave lint. And then there's certain ones that leave such bad lint, and that's one of them. All right, see the lint ball right there. All right, so let's dry this off. We're gonna flip this around and let's see if we can get this to stamp just a little better. I think we can. I didn't stamp that straight though. Wow. Okay, we're going with the, I'm struggling here. We're going to go with the red. I think we're going to like the poppy red anyway. It's going to bring in, I think we will, just like that. And I don't think I'm going to try to color it. I think what we'll do, and instead of flagging it, maybe what we'll do is do that. What do you guys think? Should we mat it with some Poppy Parade, or maybe the lighter color? The lighter color would be pretty. The lighter shade is almost like a pinky shade though, so we got to be careful with that, especially if we're making a masculine card. But I think it'll be fine because we have the darker Poppy Parade there. So you guys let me know what you think. Huggies Natural Care are only ones I use. Really? Okay, I'll have to look into that. Oh, good. You guys like the lighter book? Yay! All right, so we're going to go ahead and trim this. And I probably should use my trimmer because then I know that it will be trimmed straight instead of me trying to trim. And I have no idea. It's probably about 1/4 of an inch. It's a little more than 1/4 of an inch. So if we cut this to, let's go ahead and cut this to, what did I say it was? A little over 1/4 of an inch. Let's bring it up here. Yeah. Oh no, it's right at 1/4 of an inch, right? No, it's not. It is 5/8. Is that right? No. 5/16. Yeah. So if we cut this at 1/2 an inch, that just might give us enough. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So we're going to put this over here. So do you guys like the lighter side of this too? Or do you like, that's a little much. That's a little much because we're going to have our birds up here too. Remember, let's go ahead and stamp our birds so we know exactly where we're going to put this. We're going to use the Memento. I might need to re-ink it. All right, so I'm going to stamp one right up here. I'm going to hold that on there a little bit too. It's even lighter. See how it left that white residue on there? That's the only thing I don't like about using that. Well, could take a marker too and kind of like, you know what? I think I wanted to go right there. So let's do one right here. I just think I just put my wrist right in that ink pad. No, I didn't. I'm gonna wash that off. Oh, see how that isn't on the white craft, so it's a little darker. We might, I don't want to mess with it and ruin it though. And then we're gonna put one, I don't know. I know they say to do three, but we do have this guy sitting here, and this could be his friends. But I really do think it needs another one. So probably what, right about here? We're going with it. There we go. Yay, I like that. All right. So I think I want to trim this down just a teeny tiny bit. I think it's a little too thick. So we're going to do that. I don't want to trim it down too much, though. Just a little tiny bit. Oh, it slid. I think that's enough. And we'll do that, and we'll do that. And then we'll stick that. Oh, that's good. Just like that. Yes. All right, so I'm going to try to make this a little straighter, though. Let's do that. All right. So what about that? You guys like that? I think that that looks really nice, that color. Of course, this will be trimmed off, so let's go ahead and I'm going to wait and see what you guys say. What you think? How is your hubby doing? Thank you for asking, Carol. He is doing well. He still has his struggles. He still has some pain. He's gonna for a while. His where they did the incision, it's healing nicely. He's gonna have a nice scar though. He is walking around most of the time without his walker. He started working from home. So they allowed him to work from home so that he didn't have to use all his sick time up. So that's a good thing. And he is, yeah, he's doing good. He's itching to get out of the house. He's itching to go for a car ride, but he can't. He's not allowed to take car rides right now. So he has to wait a little bit on that. And I think I might have cut that too. But yeah, he's doing well. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, so I might have cut that just a little too thin. But you know, I didn't want anything really wide. So we're just going to move this down. Do you guys like the lighter? Or do you like, looks good? Okay. We're going to go ahead and glue this on there. And then I'm going to trim off the excess Poppy Parade. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Got a little heavy-handed on that one side. I really don't like working with really thin borders, but that's okay. Gotta put my glasses back on so I can see. All right. I don't think I cut it straight. All right, it's all right. And then we're gonna come here and we're gonna slice that right there. We're gonna pop that up. So what do you guys think? We gotta put it together though, right? You go, Tina, it's not together. All right, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put my book on my chair and our little seagull. That's going to go there. And then our seagull is going to go right here. He's just sitting on the arm of this chair. And then we're going to put that just like that. But we're going to pop this guy up. So let's flip him over. And let's get some dimensionals. All righty. Speaking of my husband, I really wanted to thank you guys so much for your texts your phone calls, your cards, meals that are brought over, all that stuff. You guys really, really have been so sweet with that, and it's been so special. I just really want to give you guys a big mwah for that. Thank you so very much. Okay, let's put some things here. All right. We're going to take these little backings off. Well, that one doesn't want to come off. Come on. It must be too full. There we go. All right, so, oh, we got one more. Okay, so we're going to put this right where we want it to go. I also want to make sure that I put this chair on straight because I didn't put the other one. It looks like it's kind of leaning forward. All right, there we go. What do you guys think? Oh, love that. And then we're going to put this. So we're going to have to pop this up too, because I want this to sit in front of the chair, kind of. So let's pop that up. He's going to go like that. Just like that. Okay. So I know that Carol actually said if she was doing the card, she would possibly add some bling and maybe make the chair look grounded. So we're going to try that. But I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. So you guys got suggestions with that? That would be great too. Let me tell you guys, when I first started making cards, I'm going to put that all the way to the bottom. When I first started, it would help if I put it on straight. It took me quite a while to design them, but once I got into my groove and I've been doing it for a little while, I could just like really, okay, it lost its sticky. I could just really whip them out. Well, since my health kind of took a dive, it was getting worse and worse to where I was having trouble even thinking, couldn't get my mojo, none of that stuff. And I'm able to more now, but it's like it's taking me, because I used to know my colors, there wouldn't be a question in my mind. I mean, every now and again, I try to step out of the box a little bit and try to put something together, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But that's the fun of it. And I didn't want to pop this one up. Oh, I got to talk. I did not want to pop this one up. This one I wanted to glue straight down. Well, that's a waste of dimensionals. That's okay. That's what I get for talking. Okay, so where was I at? Now I can do it again, but I'm much slower at it. It's like it took me a while this morning just to put this card together. I'm like, wow, I got to get faster. I got to get my mojo back, something. So this is going to slip under here, and that's going to go like that. And then we're going to pop this one up on dimensionals. I just got, I do it on minis. I just got glue all over my fingers. So they're all sticky again. Oh. We're going to put that right there. Oh, I got some red on this. Oh, well. He'll be all right. All right, so I hope you guys are liking this card. And then I'm going to ask you which one you like best. Looks good. Okay. We're going to fold this in half. And we're going to bring our bone folder right like so. But I just can't be that slow because that's just like takes me forever. Now, you know what I think would really be pretty on this card is if we had a Puppy Parade mat, but I don't have it. I don't think I do. All right. We're going to go ahead and glue that down. Hoping my comments keep going. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We are going to glue this down. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming on here with me. I so appreciate it. It means a lot because I really love sharing. And I have to tell you guys, the wood, let's get it out, Tina. Let's get it out. The wood thing, I didn't come up with that idea. I saw a couple of different people do it, and I don't remember their names. You know, when you're scrolling through YouTube and you see something and you just kind of click on it. Oh, what's that? I like that. So you click on it and you don't remember who you watched. It wasn't any of the ones that I watch. Not that I watch them all the time. I don't have time for that, but I can't remember who. It was a couple different people. And I thought it was really, really cool. Might have been Patty Bennett. I'm not sure. So anyway, so isn't that really cool? I like this one. So you guys tell me which one you like better. My seagull, I didn't glue him down very well. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm thinking this card here was also supposed to have a smaller seagrass on there, but I messed him up by trying to darken this because when I stamped it, it blended in, and I still think it does too much with the chair. And I wanted a little bit of contrast on that. Let's put that guy right there. Here we go. All right, so this guy here was supposed to go here, but I forgot to stamp and die cut another one. So, all right, you guys tell me what you think. Do you think this card needs bling? And if you do, what bling do we want on there? Because remember, we want to kind of keep this a little masculine. I'd like for it to be able to go either or, because I really like this card. And I tell you guys all the time, I would love to get that card, but it's the truth. I'm not fibbing. I'm telling you the truth. All right. We can take rhinestones, but they're awfully blingy. I don't know. What do you guys think? We could take some Winkostella too. But Winkostella doesn't show up on camera. Let me check my cameras. Like the one tonight better. Ah, thank you, Carol. I do too. I do too. I'm just going to put a little bit of Winkostella on the waves, I think, just to give it a little bit of something, something. A little bit of sparkle, but not like crazy. I'm just going to do it on, I think Estella is almost out. Everything is almost out. All right. Just gonna, I don't think a guy would mind the glitter. I know my hubby, he doesn't, so. I told you guys before, there's some cards that he likes that you wouldn't think a guy would like, but he does. He's cool like that. All right. So we put a little bit of glitter. You can't really see it. I wonder I wonder, I gotta take a sip. I wonder if you can see it. If I flip this around. So let's flip this around and let's see. Sometimes you can. No, you still can't really see it, can you? But I got some glitter in the waves. I think this card too could be a little 4th of July because of the red and the blue in it. I like both cards. I just wish my chair was a little straighter. I like the contrast here, but to me, it needs to be reversed. So that's why I did the balmy blue. All right, so oh, looky there. Oh my goodness. You guys are on here. Oh, part of you are. No, you are. We got, I know. Oh, well, thank you. I'm about ready to get it chopped off though. I think I'm going to do it next month. I think I'm going to color it because I don't like the gray. I wanted to give it a try. I don't like it. So, and my husband doesn't like it either. So, thank you for that though. Yeah, it is getting very long and it's hot and it's stringy and it gets in my face. Did you, Carol? You just made a card with this? You know what? You need to go on our group page and post that card so we can see it. Melinda says she loves this so much. Hey everyone, Kim said. And Melinda said hi to Kim and hi to Carol. Carol waved at Melinda. Tori said hi. That is Tori Velazquez. That's my oldest daughter. She's actually very sick and could use you guys' prayers. She went to the doctor today and she has strep throat. And her husband's going crazy because he's having to do all the housework and take care of their not quite 4-year-old, our little Zoe, so that she doesn't get sick. And Lynette's here. She said hello to everyone. Thank you, Carol. She loves it. I like the lighter book. I like the lighter book better too. Could you sponge the edges? Okay, you were talking about the fits, right, Carol? I'm not sure. But yeah, you could. You could sponge any of it. You could sponge the chair if you wanted to. I just love using the alcohol markers and they blend so nicely. So, Huggies, how's my husband doing? I answered. Don't think it needs bling. No, I don't think so either. I just put a little bit of Wink of Stella on the ocean or the lake. Do you have some of the cork dots? No, I do not have any of the cork dots. You copied Dawn's stamping thoughts. Which one? Because I've seen her do a couple of really cute ones. And one of them I really like a lot. The one I really like a lot, and I want to do a Facebook Live on it, is the one that uses the everyday arches and she attaches them. It's so cool. I want to do that one. Okay. I can't believe y'all's comments are on here. Yes. All right. It's okay. Put it on the you are part of paper crafting together, right? That's my group page. If you're not, go ahead. The floating circle one. I don't think I saw that one. I don't think I did. I saw Brandy Cox did a floating frame one using the olive flutter. That was really pretty. All right. I did a floating frame years and years ago. I was in the back room when I did that. I'm sure the video is probably on YouTube somewhere. It's actually a lot of fun it's a little tedious, but it's fun. Yeah. Okay, so that is it. All right, you guys. Thank you again so much for coming on here. And if you are watching the replay on YouTube, thank you so very much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you do so by hitting that subscribe button and click the bell notification so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. And please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And comment and share it with your friends so that we can share the love of crafting, and it will really help my channel to grow. And that's what it's all about, is to show our love for paper crafting, making cards and all that jazz. All right, you guys, I am gonna let you go. Again, thank you so very much. Oh, if you live locally in the Byron area, Macon, Byron, Warner Robins, Bonnier, Kathleen, you know, that radius, Lizella, and you would like to come to a card class, I am having one. I have them monthly. It's usually the first Saturday of the month, sometimes depending on a holiday, or if I have something going on and can't have it that day, then we push it back, or push it up back a Saturday. So anyway, it is coming up. It is Saturday, June 6th. I had to think, what month is this? June 6th. And it is at 10:30. I do require you to register for class, and that's because I prepare each and every card kit for you especially. So, and that saves your seat as well. Okay, you guys, I will contact me if you'd like to come. Scattered brain, still scattered brain, you guys. Okay, it's getting a little better, I think. You could tell me. I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, wait. See you same time, same place next week. Bye, you guys.